Good day. This is Dean Pax Lapid. Welcome to Mentoring with the Dean. I'd like to welcome our Entrep Circle and Platinum members, especially those that are watching us from abroad. So we're so privileged today that I have a very, very special guest. And just to give you how distinguished our guest today is, she is the first Filipina. Tama ba yun, Penny?
Tama.
The first Filipina to be certified no less than the author of Chicken Soup for Your Soul, Jack Canfield. So you probably heard a lot about the principles, the success stories, all the anecdotes of life, of business, and many, many more about Jack Canfield in his books of Chicken Soup for the Soul. And my good friend Penny, I've known her for so long already. Tagal na nun, Penny.
Oh,
ano?
wag mo na sabihin how many years, Dean Pax.
She's crush ng bayan nung araw pa up to now. I'd just like to introduce her formally that we were together way back in our San Miguel days. So mga fresh grad pa tayo noon,
Yes.
Penny, no? And then from then on, I moved to the oil industry, while Penny built her career on the technology side. So from Kodak to Convergys, that she became the first employee of Convergys and growing it for 8,000?
8,000 in 2 years.
8,000 employees in
2 years.
in 2 years. She was the HR big boss, the director. Basta sabi mo, she's the mother hen of Convergys, also Dell, and many, many more. But after that professional career, she moved to the BPOP organization, which is the Business Process Outsourcing Association of the Philippines, and with the advocacy yun, ano? Part of the advocacy to really prosper the BPO industry of our country across the globe. So no less, her distinction is she's the executive director of talent development.
That's right.
On the side, for the business that she has, she's also teacher. She's professor at LaSalle doing HR. So for all that acclaimed credentials, Penny, so why is she here? So I've invited Penny. Like I said, she's the first Filipina, no, to be certified trainer of Jack Canfield, and she will share with us today 5 principles, essential principles for success. I guess everybody wants to become successful, so no less than para bang the Jack Canfield lady of the Philippines will be talking to us. So the topic, just like in the book, is how to get from where you are to where you want to be.
That's right, Dean Pax.
So pwedeng umpisahan ko. Sabi ko, para bang every time I talk also about business success, Penny, even financial, ang analogy ko correct me if I'm wrong, pero tama ba yung analogy? Sabi ko, if you wanna ride the jeep, what's the first thing that you'll do? Iba sabi, para! Ay, sabi ko, hindi. Yun nga, susut-sut. Alam mo, Pilipino, sut-sut na, di ba? So, ako, if I wanna ride a jeep, I wanna ride a public vehicle, ang titignan ko, saan papunta? You look at the destination. So, same thing in life, you need to understand where you wanna go. So, I guess, that's my own principle, and from there, you do your strategies, no? On from where you are, where you wanna go. So how do you get there? Yeah. So, Penny, I'll cut the chase. So, you start it off. So, ano ba talaga ang the essential principles for success?
You know, Dean Pax, and good day everyone.
Great.
It's a pleasure for me to be here. I've known Dean Pax for the longest time. Hindi pa siya Dean Pax noon. Pax pa lang ang tawag ko sa kanya. So, it brings me a lot of joy to be here with him tonight.
Thank you.
And for me, when I started this journey, I, it started with my teaching course. The
Oh.
subject that I taught
Uh-huh.
I'm teaching in college.
Ah.
It's called needs analysis. How to
Okay.
get from where you are to where you want to be.
Okay.
But on the corporate side, then I realized coming across Jack Canfield's work, Chicken Soup for the Soul, The
Mm.
Power of Focus, now the Success Principles, that all these things that I teach in school can be done in your personal
Mm.
life. How do you
Mm.
get from where you are to where you want to be? For example, I want to be at 115 pounds. That's my one of my goals.
115.
Yeah,
Okay.
never mind. Don't ask me how much how much weight I need to lose.
Uh,
But how do I get to that weight from where I am now? So what are the things that I need to do? What are the steps that I need to follow? What's the combination of the lock
mhm.
for me to be able to unlock the lock? So I need to be able to follow a sequence of success principles to be able to be successful.
Okay.
And for many of the people here, perhaps you've been successful in your life without knowing that you're following a system. And the system is something that we will discuss tonight. It's a system that many of you follow, but perhaps you don't realize that you're following it. Actually, there are 67 success principles written here. In fact, this has been revised to the 10th edition. 10 years.
67.
Yes,
Wow.
67 success principles. And we will only tackle about 5 to
The essential
10.
ones.
The essential ones. And the number one success principle, which I know Brother Bo keeps on talking about, the things that I've learned in this book are the things that Brother Bo has been preaching as well. So it just comes in different forms.
Mhm.
But again, the 5 key success principles I would say is, first, take 100% responsibility for your life. Stop blaming, stop complaining, stop excuse making, stop defending. Bakit ka late? Kasi
Mhm.
matraffic. Kung umalis ka na mas maaga, hindi ka matatraffic. Hindi ka malilate. Matatraffic ka pa rin, pero hindi ka malilate.
Okay.
So, we'll discuss that more in detail, and I have so many interactive exercises for that. The second one is decide what you want. Of course, as you said, Dean Pax, you have to know your destination. So you have to know what you want. And what you want would come in the form of goals, come in the form of breakthrough goals. But even before you can have or achieve your breakthrough goals, there are certain things that you need to clean up. As we say, clean up the messes. And many of us have messes or things that we tolerate, and we'll discuss that later. The third one is visualization and affirmation. And Brother Bo has that vision board and affirmation. You already declare it, diba? You read my posts as well. I declare. And even Brother Bo in the feast, he always say, I declare that my dreams will come true. So even if that hasn't happened, dinedeclare mo na nangyari na. Para alam mo na talagang pwedeng mangyari. And in that declaration, in that affirmation, of course, you need to believe it's possible and believe in yourself. Dreams are just dreams.
Mhm.
And the other success principle is you have to take action. Hindi naman pwedeng nananaginip ka at naghihintay ka lang. Hindi pwede. Kailangan umaction ka. And many of us are afraid to take action because we sometimes fear rejection, fear of failure. But fear is FEAR, fantasized experience appearing real.
Fantasize
Experience appearing
appear
real.
Okay.
So akala mo totoo, hindi naman pala. May multo, wala naman pala.
Mhm,
So
mhm.
natatakot ka, nafa-fantasize mo lang siya. And the last one that I'd like to emphasize on the success principles, many pa, no? But for me, one of the best one is have an attitude of gratitude.
7.
The fifth one that we'll discuss now is have an attitude of gratitude.
Having an attitude.
Always be
gratitude.
thankful. That's why you read my post. Thank you, Lord, for the overflowing blessings in my life. I put all my faith and trust in you. Kahit ang dami kong problema, thank you, Lord, pa rin. Be grateful for what you have, not focus on what you don't have.
Okay.
So, in doing all these things every day, in doing all these principles every day, you develop a system already. And even Pacquiao has a system. And as long as you stick to the system, as long as you stick to the principles, it always works. And in this book of Jack, it does say, and he has kept on repeating it, the principles always work. if you always work the principles. So, I love doing this talk. And when I do this Dean Pax, kasama ko buong pamilya ko, anak ko, asawa ko,
So it's all a family affair.
It's a family affair because the more I say it, the more I imbibe it in myself, the more I practice it, and the more my family hear it, the more it's embedded in their minds as well.
Wow.
So, nakakatuwa nga kasi in one corporate training that I conducted on this, one feedback was, I'm so happy to see the whole family here. So it's not usual So I work with my family on this one. They have become my assistants. Papakainin mo lang, okay na. Siyempre. And I really, really believe that many of us just have to decide that we can do it, that it's possible, and we take action, and everything else follows. And ikaw nga ang epitome of success sa dami na nagawa mo. Oo.
Yeah.
Ako'y sumusunod lang. Ngayon siguro kaya ko na yung pace mo.
So I guess I like what you said about not 67, but
67.
But even the five alone can already leapfrog you towards the journey of success, no? Admittedly, a lot of people see, let's say my son was a multi-millionaire, but the millions that probably he has already amassed was not overnight. Like you said, the 100% responsibility, no? So 100% to take
100% take 100% responsibility for your life.
So I'm inspired. So to me, the definition of responsibility is your response to your ability to the situation.
Yes.
Diba? So para bang you can say that I don't want to bother, so you're not responding, diba? Even if you're, let's say, able, diba?
Yes.
So to a point that I guess people have heard me said that there are only three kinds of people: those who make things happen, those who watch things happen, and those who wondered what happened. So I like what you said, 100%. So ako kasi nung sabi ko nga kanina early on this video natin is that if I take a jeep or I take a public transportation, I look at the destination. But even you, so I guess para bang it is implicit that you take responsibility to really wait and take the opportunity kung andun yung destination mo, diba? So kaya yung decide what you want. I think that's very, very evident, even I mean Penny, in our life's journey, that we know what we want. Unfortunately, for a lot of our young people now, graduate na ng college, hindi pa alam kung anong gusto
You know,
diba?
Dean Pax, there is such a thing which is called passion test.
So
And
what's a passion test?
you will be asked to list down the things that you like, and then you will process of elimination. Which one are you really passionate about?
Okay.
Because before you are able to be successful, you have to be passionate about the things that you want to do. Yun ang susunod na certification
Okay.
ko. Maybe
So I got,
passion test. So
sige,
malalaman mo kung saan mo gusto pa talagang pumunta.
I've got my own passion test, no? So if I may share, sabi ko, and this is what I teach in for business success. If you really are passionate about the idea and going from wanting to committing, ang tanong ko lang, how many times do you think about that idea in a week? People will answer, siguro sir, once a week. Some will answer maybe, siguro sir, every day. The real answer is that as a minimum, you think about it 3 times a day. Para bang girlfriend, nung nililigawan ka siguro ni Sammy, Sammy will think about you breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Di ba, Sam, nung nililigawan mo, hindi lang.
Hoy ha, yung password nga niya, 3 times a day.
Ay 3 times a day, di ba? So ganun din. For our viewers ng TRC, that if you're really passionate, I like what Penny is saying. So, and if you decided what you really want to do, then you have to be thinking about it regularly.
Yes, that's right.
And at the same time, the moving from wanting to committing, as Malcolm Gladwell said nga, is that you need 10,000 hours of exposure.
Yes, that's right.
If you're doing that 10 hours every day, say your passion is, let's say, like in my case, teaching. So, of course, hindi man Monday to Sunday magtuturo tayo, of course, pero yung public speaking natin. But if you're doing that 10 hours every day, imagine you need 3 full years to really be an expert
Yeah.
on what you're doing. Okay. So, visualization. I mean, the members of our platinum were privileged, I think, early this year, or was what last year, when we did some vision board. No, again, just to share, if you want something, whether it's for business success, financial, you have to write it down. You have to describe.
Mm.
So if you describe, you're able to monitor. If you're able to monitor, you're able to manage.
Mhm.
If you're able to manage, you're able to multiply. So, for you to really be successful on something, whether financial, family life, business, school, then you have to write it. Maski ngayon, when I started my PhD 5 years ago, sinulat ko what should be my journey.
Mm.
So from where I am right now, which was June of 2011, to what I will become June 2016
Yeah,
as
that's right.
Dr. Dean Pax Lapid.
Mhm.
Okay.
Actually,
Ah.
I have some statistics to show
Uh-huh.
about writing the goals.
Okay.
How many of those who really write the goals become successful? And if you just think about your goals, a non percentage of those become successful as well.
Mhm.
So studies show that those who write their goals and read their goals regularly earn
Mm.
9 times more than those who
9
don't
times more.
in their lifetime, ha.
Ah.
So,
exception pala ako.
oh, exception ka.
Mas marami.
Mm.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
So, and then, yun nga, yung, I like that, the visualization and the affirmation.
Affirmation.
So,